Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K15 My Player gameplay. Today we're going up against the Clippers. We played the Clippers earlier this season, well, at least when I was here earlier this season, but they didn't have CP3, so now this is actually my first matchup against CP3. As you see, we're already in foul trouble. By the time I come into this game, we find Jason Terry, and Terry actually makes this one over Big Baby. But yeah, this is my first career matchup against Chris Paul, so we'll see what's going on as we go against Jordan Farmar. Block his shot, get the rebound, and get the assist to Terrence Jones. So that's going to help our teammate grade a little bit as we get into this game, try to get settled in. And you see James Harden, this is a very James Harden-like thing, and allow Matt Barnes to get a layup at the end of the shot clock. Good idea, James. You know, you tried, kind of. As we draw the foul there in DeAndre. Both teams are struggling with foul trouble right now. And but we could get DeAndre Jordan in foul trouble. That would be nice because dude's a shot blocker in the paint, and he's one of the recipients of the Chris Paul lob passes. So it would be nice to have Big Baby on the court instead of him. As you see, this dude's forcing up a shot. Then Tice getting the rebound. Tice crashing the boards even though he's under 6 feet tall. I had Jason Terry on the break, but I also had James Harden. I'm choosing James Harden over Jason Terry, alright? So you know, that's 9 out of 10 times. Did you see that dude pull up a shot like with a hand in his face? All right, Farmer, I see you out there. Then he throws the bounce pass to Mullins, but Hawes can't finish. I guess they got Hawes instead of Mullins now, but they get the foul. And once again, we're in foul trouble when I come into this game in the second quarter. I see Harden doing his thing out here. Wow. And now once again, they're in foul trouble. So these refs are definitely calling a pretty ticky-tacky game right now. I'm not in foul trouble, so I don't gotta worry about that. As you see, once again, fast break. This time we choose Terry, and Terry rewards us by getting the jump shot to go down. It's a close game right now. It's been a close game at both times I came into the game. Nobody's really blown anything, and here we get the steal. Harden gets the ball, and Harden's gonna dunk it there. And getting A+ teammate grades aren't really too hard in this game. So we're in the first half playing limited minutes, and we're almost there. We're at an A. Of course, we're having a pretty decent performance. We haven't really scored too much points. We're stuck at 1 point right now. And check it out, we actually start the third quarter here. Interesting decision. Instead of Pat Beverly to start the third quarter, they give it to us as CP3 throws the lob to DeAndre Jordan. That's exactly what I was talking about. Because it's unstoppable, man. It's like we need to get off the court. That's the only way to stop it. You see, I don't know how we got good shot defense on that. Either way, Blake Griffin was fading and made it. But here, Dwight Howard, don't leave him free underneath the paint. Unless you want to watch a former slam dunk champion do his thing out there. And you see we get the rebound here with Tice. And Tice has been crashing the boards pretty well this game. Kicking it out to Harden, back out to Tice. Open for 3. But it doesn't go down. Waiting for those bounces. None of them come through for us. And we play about 3 minutes and go back on the bench. So I'm not mad. Maybe that means we're starting soon, hopefully. We come back into this game, it's close again. And once again, foul trouble is just plaguing us. We just keep on sending the Clippers to the line. It's not even much of what's going on while I'm in the game. I just come in the game, and as soon as someone gets fouled, that wasn't even a shooting foul. Big Baby goes to the line for 2 free throws as I try to be a good teammate, try to help out there, but instead I got dunked on by Big Baby. You see, we give it to Dwight once again, leaving Dwight wide open in the paint. Not a good idea. We actually have a 4-point lead here. CP3 is not in the game. I didn't face CP3 too much. You see Dwight Howard grabbing the board, but not being able to get the putback to go down. Near the end of the third quarter, look at that bounce pass there by Farmar, finding Big Baby, who somehow finishes it. He had single on him, so that might be the reason why. But nonetheless, going to the fourth quarter here, and we got a shot at this, and might be playing most of this fourth quarter, and there I passed the ball out. I figured I'd get a 3-second violation. I was also chugging my way out the paint, but I took the long way out like an idiot. Instead of going left to right, I went up. So that was not smart, but this was smart. Hounding CP3 in the backcourt, getting the steal, but not being able to finish the dunk, and Harden also pulls the layup. So a blown opportunity there. That was 2 free points, and I didn't think I got blocked. I think my dude just blew the layup. But you see, speaking of blowing things, James Harden can't get me the assist, but at least D12 is underneath the basket for the putback. And look at this again, hounding CP3 in the backcourt. We get the steal, and this time we're gonna finish. Tice throws it down, and we are hounding the veteran. We're the rookie, but it looks like the other way around. The backcourt pressure is clearly troubling Chris Paul. Someone got a block there. I got good shot defense. I'm watching Harden on the break, and Harden, that should have been an and one. Dude got like hit big time there. Either way, we get the assist. We're in double digits in the assist category, and we're adding an extra one there. What a pass. Looked like I was about to get hit, and I just let it off at the last second. Literally the last second of Dwight Howard. Pass was beautiful. And look at that. I actually made a shot. I was struggling with my shot all game long, but we get that one to go. But the Clippers are not out of this yet, clearly, because the Clippers are one of the best teams in the NBA. They're stacked, so we're going to have our battle. It's, Matt Barnes knocked down that 3. But here we draw foul on Chris Paul. And then this is where things go to hell. I got moved to small forward. I don't know if you guys see that in the top right. I got moved to small forward. I'm guarding Matt Barnes. Now, the defense, I was really proud of the defense I was playing on Chris Paul. I thought we were doing a really good job guarding CP3. And now, I'm on Matt Barnes, and I'm pretty much irrelevant on defense because Barnes doesn't do anything but stand around for the most part. Redick's running off screen. CP3's running pick and rolls. But Matt Barnes doesn't do anything, so I'm just chilling, man. I got to watch Beverly try to guard CP3, and even though Beverly's supposed to be a good defender, CP3 is having his way with the pick and rolls, as you see here. CP3 wide open underneath the rim, and Paul's able to get that to go, and the Clippers are slowly getting back in this game. But the more frightening thing was our offense, because the Hall of Fame CPU is going to score right away. You see Paul score again, but our offense was completely stymied. You see, for some reason they don't call the foul. They call fouls all game, but when that happened, no foul. And you see there, Chris Paul was penetrating all the time once Beverly was on him, so I tried to help out, and then it cost us because Matt Barnes was able to get that to go. And here I get the offensive rebound, dude on the ground, but I take the shot myself because it looked open, but according to that release, it wasn't. And then just the icing on the cake if things weren't going bad enough. They sent me to the bench, and we're done for the rest of the game, and we actually end up losing this one. So, thank you, Kevin McHale, for a greatly coached fourth quarter. We're heading to a cutscene. I'll catch you guys after it.
I like the way you were dishing it tonight, man. That kind of unselfish play is appreciated. Keep it up, and the W's will come. All right?
Just trying to do what I can, but tonight it wasn't enough.
Hey, look at me. Just keep hitting the open man. Distribute the rock. I'm telling you, wins follow unselfish play. Guaranteed. Okay?
Yeah, man. Message received.
Alright, we're back. And as you guys saw, I was actually debating what to answer on that last question there as we hit this weird-ass photo to go. Yeah, I was actually debating it, but, you know, it wasn't working any mad James Harden over something that the coach did, which was, you know, putting me on the bench, putting me at small forward, all that nonsense. I felt like we could have won that game. I felt like we should have won that game had I stayed at point guard. Instead, all hell broke loose. We could barely score in the fourth, and, you know, nothing worked out as we find James Harden open for 3. Can't get it to go there. And we just got to move on to the next game against the Nets here. Of course, the Nets aren't as stacked as they were last year. And you see, for some reason, I'm guarding Joe Johnson, but they switched me on, I believe, Karolinko underneath the rim. I have no idea why. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on in that defensive play. Why I wasn't on the point guard in the first place. Either way, though, we get subbed, and we're actually up 9 coming into halftime, so that's all good. You see Darren Williams just throw up some nonsense there, but Mason Plumlee gets it, but Plumlee can't get the rebound to go, and we throw it up to James Harden. Anytime I get a rebound, I'm looking for Harden, but Harden gets D12 fouled out of the game early on in the third quarter. Nonetheless, I didn't even know the dude was in foul trouble. Next of all you know, Harden's, you know, goofing around, and Dwight Howard gets an offensive screen call or whatever on him. And now we got to play the rest of the game without Dwight, so that's not going to be easy. We do have a lead, but then against the Hall of Fame CPU. And as you guys see there, we force a steal on Darren Williams, but we also get a turnover because the ball goes out of bounds. Rather than giving me neither the steal or the turnover, I got both. But it's interesting, though. I might actually prefer to get the steal and the turnover because when you're playing against Hall of Fame, you're going to get those turnovers no matter what. But steals, they look kind of better. You have, you know, 2 steals and like 1 turnover. I'd rather have 2 turnovers. I'd rather have that than 2 turnovers and 1 steal. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have the steals and the turnovers. Alright, put it that way. Or I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, but I'd rather have what happened to me happen than have neither of those things happen because the turnover just happened. So now that I got that unnecessary long point out of the way, we come into this game late in the third quarter. We actually sub into the game in the fourth quarter. And as you guys might have noticed, I lowered the minutes in this game. Now, I'm starting to get more minutes now, and these games take long as hell. That last game, that Clippers game, took forever. We came into the game for like the entire fourth quarter. As you see, we find Terrence Jones underneath the rim. Without Dwight Howard, we're going to have Terrence Jones playing center. We're going to have this Jeff Adrian dude as we force a backcourt violation on Darren Williams there. We're going to have this Jeff Adrian dude playing at small forward, or whatever the hell that dude's playing. I don't really like him too much. Either way, we got to play with him as Denny Tice dunks the ball. But, man, I forgot the point I was making. Either way, though. Oh, yeah, I lowered the minutes because It was taking too long, so I lowered it to 10 minutes. Eventually, you guys will see a few games later, I lowered it to 9 minutes because these games they just take way too long, 12 minutes, point blank. The scores just get unreal. You see Denny Tice getting a deep 2 to go. That was a 3, but probably for the better, because if it was a 3, I probably would have missed it. And you see, I'm trying to force Darren Williams to a backcourt violation again, and I do, but they call a foul, a little ticky-tacky foul out there. Nothing like good defense there. Darren Williams just couldn't handle it. You see James Harden get this Adrian dude to send another offensive screen, but that might have been Adrian's fault. You see, I'm trying to put that pressure on Darren Williams, and it doesn't work out that time because it forces Terrence Jones now into his 5th foul. So the refs are definitely have a number out here right now. As you see this dude pull up the 3 and get it to go. I think that's Teletovic. I can't really tell. Either way, they get that. Or I don't know. One of these Russian dudes made the shot, and then another offensive screen foul. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, give us a chance out here. Is this 44 dude takes it to the rim and actually gets it to go? The Nets are making the comeback solely because of offensive fouls, and let's throw another one on the board. Why not? Because it's fun. I mean, I don't know how much Prokhorov paid the refs out here, but it's definitely showing right now. Because we get called for the offensive foul, and then Singler turns the ball over with the Nets holding the lead, pushing the ball on the break. You see him trying to force Darren Williams into another backcourt. Doesn't work out, and then Joe Johnson gets this tough shot to go. That's just what Joe Johnson does. Joe Johnson just gets buckets out here. But you know who else gets buckets? James Harden. So we're going to kick it out to him. He doesn't take the 3, but we're going to set the screen. Actually not get called for the offensive foul, believe it or not. They actually called the foul on Lopez. So the refs aren't completely biased. But we actually end up getting subbed out of this game with 1:14 left. And we lose the game again when I hit the bench. It's so frustrating, man. I hate when that happens. But nonetheless, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more NBA 2K15 micro games. I'm going to catch you guys next time. We got another cutscene, and hopefully we're starting soon, man. 'Cause I'm really sick of getting subbed out of games late. Because we always seem to lose these games, man.
This ain't gonna happen, yo. Unacceptable. This team is built to win titles, and we're playing like we're playing for ping pong balls in a lottery.
You're right. He's right. We got too much talent, and we work too hard to be playing like this. We got to get this train right back on track, real quick like.
That's right. We all have that attitude. The train will be rolling in no time. Let's do it.